to another JoyPad music reaction video here on the JoyPad channel. Today, there is a new Mad Caddies track that I would just love to check out. A couple of weeks ago, I did a Mad Caddies track. Oh, what was it called? Let It Go? I think it was Let It Go. I love the Mad Caddies. I've been into them since I was in high school. I remember going to the Virgin Omega store in New York City when I was in high school and purchasing their live album, Songs in the Key of A, because they were in Canada at the time. Get it? A. Yeah, they've been around for a long, long time. I've been into them for close to 20 years now. I'm glad they're still a band and they're still releasing music. And I should qualify that by saying good music, because there are some bands I was into when I was in high school that are still around and still releasing music that I am not into anymore. Luckily, that is not the case with the Caddies. Let It Go was great, and now I'm going to check out Waiting for the Real Thing, and I bet it will also be good, if not great. Let's do it.
What's going on? 1 minute you tell me you love me, the next I wake up and you're gone. I'm getting your signals all crossed up and I can't tune in. I thought that baby you were my lover, but now you're not even my friend. You got me waiting for the real thing, so I'm leaving you alone. You're not even worth the paper that these words were written on. You got me waiting for the real thing all alone. Let's get to the root of the matter now. Is this how you feel? You had me believing the whole time that our love was true and for real. It's all coming out in the wash now that you played a fool. And now that the whole town is talking, there ain't nothing left I can do. You kept me waiting for the real thing, so I'm leaving you alone. You're not even worth the paper that these words were written on. I don't want you back, I just want you gone. Thought you had me good, but you were wrong. I was waiting for the real thing all alone. I've been waiting for the real thing all along. But now I'm retracing myself back to find out what went wrong. You kept me waiting for the real thing, so I'm leaving you alone. You're not even worth the paper that these words were written on. You kept me waiting for the real thing, so I'm leaving you alone. I don't want you back, I just want you gone. Thought you had me good, but you were wrong. I don't need this show, you can hit the road. This has got to stop, grab your shit and go. I've been waiting for the real thing all along.
So that was pretty different from anything they've done before, which is remarkable almost 20 years into their career. It had like an old school rock and roll doo-wop feel to it, especially where it just dropped out to the vocals, of course, that little a cappella section. Um, it had a nostalgic feel to it. I think partly because of the style that they were utilizing, but also there was kind of like a staticky filter over Chuck's voice, which lended itself towards that more like retro nostalgia vibe. And a lot of times, they would tend more towards, I guess I want to say, like almost a carny feel. Like it kind of had that. It would remind me of carnival music, which is weird and doesn't sound like it should be something you enjoyed, but it worked for them. And hearing this different influence this late into their career is actually really cool. You could see like it makes you want to sway your head back and forth or just kind of groove to it because it's got that swing. Like it's in a meter, but it's got the swing feel to it that makes you want to just sway to it. And I really liked it. Um, like I said, it's different from anything they've done, and uh, this is interesting because I was talking to a friend of mine at work who, I mean, he's in college, so he's got to be like 8 or 9 years younger than I am, which is weird to think about that I'm getting old. But he was into ska when he was younger, and we talk about it so often. And the other day he asked me, "Do you think ska will make a comeback?" And you know, my response to that will always be, "Ska's not dead." But I mean, it's kind of, I like to use the word dormant because like third wave ska was pretty popular 20 to 15 years ago. Nowadays, you know, I personally like it feels like it's fallen by the wayside, and a lot of the bands that I liked back then I'm not as into as I used to be. You know, bands like Real Big Fish or Less Than Jake. There are a couple bands that I'm still, you know, Streetlight Manifesto will always be one of my favorite bands, I think. But some of the other bands are just kind of like, I'm kind of over like the typical third wave ska punk sound. Big D and the Kids Table, I still really like. Uh, the RX Band, it's not really ska anymore. Streetlight, I love. But, you know, some of the other bands that are still around, I'm just kind of like ambivalent or neutral towards. And I told my friend that like if it does, bands have got to start doing things different, like a different style, something to differentiate itself. Because people always talk about the three waves of ska. The third wave was ska punk. So I think if it's to have, you know, a revival of sorts again, another wave, there needs to be something to differentiate it. And it's cool to hear bands like the Mad Caddies switching up their sound and changing up the mold. I liked it a lot. And you know, they've been releasing a couple songs here and there. They released a Sublime tribute not too long ago, a Sublime cover song. I don't remember what it was offhand, but yeah, I like this a lot, and I hope to hear more of this influence. Again, I don't know if they're just releasing singles now or if they'll have a full album, but I look forward to more. So yeah, uh, that was my long-winded way of saying this is cool. I want them to do more of it. That said, I think that's about it for this video. If you have requests, leave them down below. I will get to them in due time. I keep a list. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And I hope you have a wonderful night and or day wherever you are. And that, my friends, is that. Until next video, stay joyful. Bye-bye.